Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to look into Microsoft Purview classification methods, especially the trainable classifier. The trainable classifier mainly classifies the documents which are sensitive in nature. Let's go ahead and see how this works.
So this is Microsoft Purview. So there are a lot many options here. In that you can go to information protection and you have an option called classifiers, and here is where trainable classifiers is available. So there are three kinds of classification in Microsoft Purview: trainable classifiers, sensitive info types, and EDM classifiers. So if I go to trainable classifiers, this is where the trainable classifiers are created. Now, what is trainable classifier? Now, to understand that, so let's say you have certain documents in your ecosystem, in your Microsoft 365 applications or your file sets, folders, then you want to ensure that those documents should be private or should be labeled like confidential, and those documents, you want to ensure some data sharing rules are imposed on those documents. So in that case, you have to let Microsoft understand what are those documents. That means, let's say you have salary slips and you want to ensure they are not shared to unwanted people or someone to whom it should not be available for. So Microsoft Purview first has to understand that certain files are salary slips out of all the files you have, and only then it can label them as confidential or top secret, and then on top of it, it will ensure that there are some rules applied on top of it so that it cannot be shared to anyone to whom it should not be. Yeah. So Microsoft has already provided a lot of inbuilt trainable classifiers. You can see agreements, you can see asset management, bank statement, budget, and all of them. Now, apart from this, if you want to configure any new trainable classifier, then you have an option to create those. You can click on create trainable classifier. You can give any name here. So I would say salary slips, although I don't have all the examples for now. Trainable classifier to identify salary slips. Now you go next. Here is where you have to choose sites. You have to choose place where salary slips are available. So here you have to provide positive sample content and negative sample content. So once you provide these all samples, Microsoft Purview will understand what is the exact format of a salary slip through the positive samples that are provided, and Microsoft Purview will understand what kind of slips or kind of documents are not salary slips through negative sample content. Now, the positive for positive sample content, you have to provide at least 50 samples, and for negative sample, 50 to 500, and for negative sample content, you have to provide 150 files. Let's look at that. So these are the places which you have to select. You can select any place where you have placed positive sample content. So let me select this. This is just for, okay, then you have to select a folder here. Let me find something which has some folders. Positive samples. Then it will pick all the positive samples from that particular folder, and this is negative samples, and negative samples, yeah, that's all. Then you can create a trainable classifier after clicking trainable classifier. Now once you click on that, it will start reading all the samples and identify and actually train the model in the backend. It is actually an AI powered feature. So let's look at this. So right now it is in training status. So currently it is trying to understand all the samples. Let's see what is happening now. Right now it is training, so it is going to take at least 48 hours, and we can check it out, the status, after finishing its training process. Let's go to some example to understand these classifiers. So I'll go to something like offer letters. So this is something which was built to identify offer letters. So this is a trained classifier, trainable classifier. So the accuracy rate, or the accuracy of this particular trainable classifier is 98%, and you can see that it has found out 6 matches. So here you can see what are the items that matched with this particular classifier. I think on SharePoint there are 6 matches. Yeah, so it has found out some offer letters on SharePoint site. Yeah, these are samples. Yeah, so that's how the trainable classifiers are created, and please plug into this channel. We will discuss more about different features of Microsoft Purview. We still have to discuss on EDM classifiers and sensitive for types. Okay, thank you and goodbye now for now.